Slamala date night. I think the headline says it all. Off the track, there are rumors, and it's really impacting some of the action on the track, as we saw last week. Midas and Pam were going at it in a way that was really, really aggressive. So I think, what do you think of these rumors about a Slamala, unification that's more than just being teammates?
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of drama. I thought, I know Pam was kind of saying Slam took a unsolicited red at her and things like that. Obviously, they patched things up. But why is Shell there? Yeah. That's the weird thing to me. I don't quite understand that.
Why Shell at the date night with them in these pictures?
Yeah. He kind of wasn't sitting right with them. That was the strange thing. It was like you see them.
Well, they're in a big booth together. So he has the booth at PF Chang's, and it seems like a double date. And as you know, Shell dates the waitresses at PF Chang's in his mind. Yeah. We both know that he's not actually, but in his mind, he is dating these women. He famously came on the show with you and talked about a carousel of PF Chang's waitresses being sort of his, I guess, what was he talking about? His first wives in the White House when he's president. So he has this idea about, having multiple girlfriends and a different girlfriend every night. And it's the PF Chang's waitress. So my read on this situation is that Pam and Slam went out for a nice date night at PF Chang's, a double date, and Shell came along. So it's a 3-person thing, but he's thinking that the waitress is sort of, tending to him too.
Yeah, the whole thing's so confusing. I mean, Slamla and Shell Hell, I think was the article title, but yeah, it's a weird dynamic. And even in the photo, you could just see Slam was way more into it than Pam. It's kind of like they say a picture, says 1,000 words, and I don't know. I've been there, Slam. I never want to, be finding common ground with a Carter brother, but Slam, just be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. And be ready for Valentine's Day because I know you think it's the happiest day of the world, and I think this year it will be for possibly both of us. But I've seen those eyes on both sides of the table, and it can be a dangerous game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm thinking about Pam and her role in this. And you talked about when the draft happened, Morton using this Slamala connection to potentially, I guess, get in Minus's head. And it's possible that that is what Pam is doing too. Not just from a team side of thing, but showing up and going out with, the Carter brothers, talking about things that I cannot say on the radio, really quite raunchy things that we've heard behind the scenes. The way that she talks, I mean, she's quite a spitfire, to be quite honest.
She's a fire hydrant. It's fun.
Yeah, she has a lot of fun, and I think just some of the ways that she's doing it, I don't doubt that she's having a little bit of fun with Slam. The Carter brothers are probably a weird and wacky ride to get on, but just like a roller coaster, for example, you get on it and then you get off, and then you get back into your van that you live in, and the big U-Haul van, and that's what you live in. That's the stability you need, but the Carter brothers are sort of like a fun ride that I think you take every now and then.
I don't think she's taking the ride with Shell. I don't think so.
Oh, interesting. So you don't even think that there's a relationship there?
I think she's okay with Slam. I don't think any girl is riding the Shell roller coaster is all I'll say. Ever.
Well, I think that they're a bit of a duo in my mind.
I don't know. We're getting in dangerous territory here, but Shell has never kissed a girl. I can say with confirmation.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way, I mean, there's lots of fun photos of them showing up to the restaurant, and Shell drives them up, and they're all in the front seat of his car, and it's almost like a box car, racer that's been converted to a car. It's almost like the one from that Simpsons episode. It looks like a rocket ship, and he drives up in it, and he gives his keys to somebody on the curb, and he's saying to valet park it. And I don't think PF Chang says valet parking. He should know that. He goes there quite a bit. But it seems like they're having a fun time, I guess, is what I'm getting around to. They're they're all in that drop top rocket ship shaped convertible, and they're seem to be having a good time together. So I think, I don't think that Pam is kissing Shell, but I think that getting him as part of the package deal, maybe, I don't know I don't want to speculate on what they're doing together, but the Carter brothers bathe together in bathing suits. I know that just for clarity's sake, but maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if she's taking a bath with the Carter brothers.
Wow. Well, I mean, I have nothing more to add to that. That's, I just want to make it known that Shell's never kissed a girl.